Welcome in, everyone. Well, as you can tell, there is a severe thunderstorm right in front of us. Very impressive looking one too. And yeah, I'm walking right towards it. That's what I do. So the only way to film these bad boys is to get into the cage with the beast. Right now temperature is 90 degrees. I can tell you that the temperature is starting to drop. We have a heavy line of thunderstorms moving in right now. And you can see it. This is a real deal here. That is a incredible looking complex in front of us. Right now those storms, the main core of those storms are over northwest New Jersey, just making it into the western side of Staten Island. The shelf cloud that you see in front of us, that looks a little bit closer than I would say. That shelf cloud might be hanging over Staten Island, which means you might have a lot of wind associated. Definitely a lot of lightning and definitely a lot of rain. So I guess I take you guys with me. You guys will be nice and safe. I will not. You can see there's still some people out here. I think you just saw a guy who was just laying out on the bench. You got this guy who's running. He'll probably be inside by the time the storm gets here. Not us. We are going to be walking towards it. Now, what is my situation? My situation is it's not the greatest. I mean, I'm out in the open here. But I'll take my 1 in 15,000 chance. So, if you don't know what that is, that's your odds of getting struck by lightning. You start to see that circular shape to that cloud as it moves in. Cloud looks like it's already moving in over Jersey City over there. That's Jersey City, New York City over the tree line. You got these guys fishing. They might have their car over there. So, and we're back on the shore again, by the way. We've been on the shore a few times this summer with the storms and with the smokes condition that we had. I'm happy to finally get a really nice looking storm. I mean, even if this storm doesn't live up to the hype, this is a beautiful looking storm. Look at this storm. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Like I say, you saw the radar. I mean, this is no joke.
Kick back.
Just like last year, it is. I'm filming this on a Friday. I believe it's August 7th Friday, and there is a 3rd Avenue summer stroll scheduled for tonight. And you can imagine that's getting rained out, just like last year. It'll be interesting to see what kind of conditions hit me as soon as this cloud comes over me. Look at that. I can't even fit it in the entire frame. I gotta pan all the way around. That's beautiful. Only someone like me would think something like this is beautiful. Most people, they see this and they run, not me. So here it comes. It's moving in right now. We're probably going to get hit with a lot of wind. I'm not too concerned about lightning right now. Lightning is later. I'm concerned about the winds. Look at this. It is. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna be quite honest about the camera. I have to give the camera credit where credit is due. I would say it looks a little bit more worse than what you're seeing on camera. I mean, it is that dark. It is pretty black. Here comes the wind. So this is what's gonna precede this storm with this cloud. It is now over us, and I'm probably gonna have to turn the camera around because you guys are not going to hear anything I'm saying with this wind now. Looks like the wind's back down just a little bit, so we're okay right now. You can see now, you're gonna start seeing the lightning flashes out there. Alright, so the cloud is over us now. It's just come over us. Look at that. Just an amazing sky right now. So some lightning bolts. Now I'll tell you what, it is still dark. The camera now is starting to auto expose, so it is starting to brighten up the shot. It's much darker than what you're seeing right now, so it has gotten really dark out. I'm watching this right above me. Look at this. Hold on 1 second, guys. Look at that up there, right there. See that circulation? You got circulation right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to turn around here. I'm not going to be able to stay on this trajectory because there's rain hitting the camera. The warning lights on the Verrazano have turned on. I don't know, I might be able to make it to 4th Avenue. Let's see. The lights just came on the bridge. Like I said, it is much darker than what you're seeing. The camera is now starting to expose for the dark, so it's a lot darker out. Look at that sky, guys. Look at that. That's amazing. That's a cell that just formed right there to the southwest. So this whole area is pretty active. That was not there before. Letting you guys hear all this wind. I'm walking through, I would say this is probably about 25 mile per hour stiff wind. You're starting to see some lightning over here, so I'm gonna keep the camera aimed over here. I might get lucky here. The overpass is right over here. If I have to, I might just jump under the overpass. So far we had a really good looking structure, and we have some really good winds, but right now we're still waiting for the actual storm to get here. You can see the storm is now making its way across the harbor. You can see that guy is fighting the wind. The wind has really picked up just in like the last couple of minutes. I'm gonna be honest, this is totally out of character for me to walk straight into a storm like this. right, we made it. I wanted to get up on 4th Avenue, but the wind is really killing me here. Here comes the storm now. This is all gonna get flooded, guys. This whole area here is gonna get flooded. Alright, you guys are in luck. We're gonna get a direct hit here. Watch, we're gonna sit here and see how this pans out here. Rain is almost on our side. It's just about to hit us right now, the heavy rain. So you're gonna see it. You're gonna start seeing a lot of heavy rain. Look at that wind though. The wind is just ridiculous. It's about 40-mile-an-hour winds right there. So what we'll do is we'll see how long we have to wait it out right here, and then I'm gonna just go back in the other direction. You guys might be in store for a really nice thunderstorm, so we'll see what happens. Here comes the rain. I tell you, the wind is really impressive. Don't worry about me. I am in the perfect spot. I am right up against a pylon under the overpass. There you go. See those lightning strikes over the water here? It's very dangerous now. You saw that guy riding the bike. I would take cover. This wind is amazing, guys. Look at the wind now. This is about 60-mile-an-hour winds right now. I had to put the umbrella up because there is some water coming down. This has a, this definitely has a Derico feel to it. It's not quite a Derico, but it has that kind of feel to it. I mean, the wind is just relentless. The wind will not stop. Look at those trees, guys. Look at how those trees are being bent. All right, looks like we're starting to come out of the back ends of the storm now. The wind is not as strong and the lightning field has shifted south, so we'll see what happens here in a moment. Still good breeze, not as strong as before, but it is still windy. Did that wake you guys up? That was a lightning strike right there, guys. About, let's say, 1 mile from me. It took about a second for the thunder to hit, so it was close. We are starting to see the cars slow down. That is because of the flooding. There is flooding happening right at the next exit. Looks like the lightning field is starting to shift in front of me. We're gonna keep the camera pointed in this direction. very dangerous lightning. This lightning is rain wrapped. You cannot see the strikes. You can only see the flash. See, the Belt Park rate is starting to flood up. I'm hoping we get a nice lightning strike on camera. I keep missing them, but I can't predict where they're gonna strike, so. The wind has subsided, so now I can start moving a little bit. You have to see the amount of water coming off of the Verrazano Bridge right now. It's like a waterfall. I can't turn the camera around right now, but... I don't know if you guys can notice all those little rainfalls coming, all those waterfalls coming off the bridge. All right, looks like the storm is starting to move out. I still don't feel comfortable about walking yet because it's a very active lightning field. Extremely active. So you don't want to go out walking in this. All right, let's start moving a little bit. All right, we are officially in the rain right now. I'm trying to make a decision on whether I should start walking south or wait a little while longer. We're going to get into the streets here. Still a lot of lightning, so this is still, we're not out of the woods yet. Well, I guess we can say that this was a severe thunderstorm. I think it's the first real severe thunderstorm we've had. This is where all of the water is draining off the bridge. You're going to hear a lot of water in a moment. That's the rainwater. Let's turn around and get a look at the storm now that's just now past us. That is all drainage water from the bridge. Look at the, look up the center span. You can see that waterfall coming down up there. Go ahead, come through. You're on a bike. You're fine. I'm the one that's got to walk through it. The big flooded park bike path over here that I got to roll through. I'm like ankle deep water. All right, where are we gonna walk? We're gonna start our walk now. This is the walking portion. I know what we'll do. We'll go down. By the way, I'm not out of the woods yet. This storm is still popping a lot of lightning. We'll walk. We'll go through John Paul Jones Park, and then we'll get down onto Fort Hamilton Parkway. We'll walk for a while down there, and that's that. So, all right. So now you guys got regular commentary now that most of the fun stuff is out of the way. You know, back when we were under the overpass there, I got a little excited because I was like, wow, this will be the first any kind of rain walk that I've done where my feet were still dry. My feet were still dry until the moment I stepped out from the overpass. Of course, you guys know I have my for the regular people that watch me do these storm walks, I got my rain sneakers, so I'm good. Like I said earlier, the 3rd Avenue Summer Stroll is probably all rained out now. You know what? Maybe we should go check that out. You think maybe let's go check it out. Let's go see what's going on. It's right up here, right?
And you did it kind of on accident. Out of spite.
I mean, the streets are still closed, so. Nah, you know what? It probably all rained out anyway, so we'll just walk through this way. What's going on over here, guys? Look at this. Is that a fire hydrant? Oh, look at this. It looks like we got a water main busted. Uh-oh. So look at that water coming out of the sidewalk over there. All right, so we're gonna walk down to Fort Hamilton Parkway and probably go down 92nd Street. I'll tell you something interesting. The temperature, I mean, it definitely went down from around 90 degrees, but it is still really warm out. And what was really fueling that thunderstorm is we have really high humidity and really high dew points during this heat wave. We're in another heat wave, probably our 5th heat wave this summer. And they were saying, I was watching, you know, the Weather Channel and, you know, the weather people, and they're saying that a lot of the humidity and dew points is as high as the Amazon rainforest, which is very abnormal for the Northeast. That's, in case you're wondering how humid that is, even more humid than Florida. So. So now we're gonna walk around and see if there's any damage. You guys saw those winds. It was a good, at one point it seemed like it was like 60 to 70 mile winds. So we'll see if we see any large trees or large limbs that came down. You guys are gonna still see some lightning flashes. See, oh, water coming off of the bridge. So that's the thing about flash floods. You know, a lot of people think of the flash flood happening as it's raining, but flash flooding can happen after it rains. You know, you still got a lot of this rain runoff that's happening, and it's just going to keep pouring into the streams and raises the stream levels if you're in an area that's living near a river or anything like that. Here in the city, the sewer system is already inundated with a bunch of rainwater, so any more rainwater going through is gonna flood up, it's gonna back up, start flooding certain streets. Man, that was some thunderstorm. That was some loud thunder, man. That was some good stuff. This is like my 9th straight walk here in August. I've been talking about it in the last 2 or 3 days. I've been doing this. Normally August I take a break, and not this August has been crazy. I have yet to take a day off since August 1st. We've gone every day in August. We've been doing walks, and we got this one today was a kicker. So, all right, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna get on that side. See a lot of lightning as the storm is probably recycling out over the open water right now. That's why you're seeing like a lot of those brighter lightning flashes now. This is the best part of a storm, when it's just gone through and nobody's on the streets. You get the streets all to yourself. We haven't seen any wind damage yet, though. Oh, guys, we got a major tree damage here, guys. Oh, no. Yeah, major tree down here. It was one branch. If you go back in my channel about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, or a month ago, I had that thunderstorm. It wasn't as bad as this one, but it had a lot of good wind, and we walked around on that. That's the one that had the rainbow and the beautiful sunset. I mean, it was an amazing rainbow and an amazing sunset in that one. But there was a lot of tree damage that night, and we even caught some of it on camera. We had that one tree that came down in the middle of the street. This storm was worse than that, so I'm surprised I'm not seeing any tree damage. Turn around for a second here. Kind of gauge the what's going on right now. It feels like the storms are recycling a little bit here. The lightning's getting a little brighter again. We get on 92nd Street right up here and we turn. We might see some good lightning. All right, so this right here is 92nd. We're going to take this now. Usually a lot of people on the bus stop over here, so. Oh, looks like not a lot of people. Not that many. All right, so we are facing the storm now. There's a storm that exited to the south. So we might see some good lightning flashes. You could hear the thunder over the water. Those storms are going further into Long Island. All right, so it'll be interesting to see if we see any tree damage over by the golf course. This right here is Battery Avenue. The street runs right into the north gate of Fort Hamilton Army Base. I'm going to wipe off the camera for a second. Yeah, that looks better. I didn't realize how fogged up it was. Alright, so you guys got to see a pretty good thunderstorm. Now we're just walking. It's raining. It's still raining now. I would imagine it's gonna might be an amazing sunset tonight. We still got, I think, about an hour left till sunset, so. Got the pond here. Probably picked up an extra inch of water during that thunderstorm. You can see those lightning flashes. There's still a lot of lightning in that storm. Which way are we gonna go? We'll go this way. We'll stay in the bike path. If you're wondering, it's you know, it's still dark. I mean, this cloud cover is still pretty low. You can see a lot of lights have come on. This is the new bike path on 7th Avenue. It's not new. Well, I guess you can still consider it new. They finished it last year, I want to say. No, people are going to ask why they did this. They did this in an attempt to slow down the traffic down here. This part of 7th Avenue had a lot of drag races and a lot of accidents. Few people were killed. So the bike lanes you see here it's not just for the bike lanes. I mean, because if you see how wide these bike lanes are, they took up a lot of the street because they wanted to narrow out 7th Avenue over here. I guess their reasoning is if you narrow the street, cars will drive slower. My joke is somebody was playing like SimCity or something and decided they were gonna just make their own little road plans through Brooklyn. I think what we're going to do is we're going to see what we're going to do here. You can hear there's a lot of thunder still. Let's take the little shortcut over here. You know what we'll do? We will walk. We'll wrap this walk up, down. I guess down by 14th Avenue. Now, the other day I was doing the Sheepshead Bay walk, and those guys got the same color shirt on that I have from the other day. Traffic cone color. Still raining. I don't know if you guys can hear. I've had my umbrella up since the overpass. Alright, so this is going to be the last stretch of the walk. We're going to walk down this part of 86th Street here. I'm not concerned about the lightning. The storm is moved out. I mean, a lot of this lightning you're seeing is you got lightning in the cloud tops here above me, so I'm not worried about it. It's the type of lightning and thunder that you go to sleep to. We were walking, I feel like we've been walking over an hour now, huh? If you're wondering where all the traffic on 86th Street is, that's because there's probably a lot of flooding everywhere. And a lot of traffic can't even make it down here. I'll tell you, further out on Long Island, they're getting that storm that we got, and they're probably saying the same thing I'm saying, like, whoa. You know? Well, here we are at 12th Avenue. I am going to end the walk on 13th Avenue. I want to thank everybody for tagging along. For those of you that... There's a foghorn out in the water there, probably by the bridge. Well, those of you who stuck around after the storm, thank you all for tagging along with me on the rest of the walk here. See, these trees are really low because they're holding a lot of water, so I always get nervous walking under these trees. Trust me, I am looking up right now in case, you know, you ever have a tree come down. But you see all these trees are hanging. So all these trees you see right here, that you could just touch them on a normal day. These trees, you know, you're not able to touch these. It's all the water that's holding them down. Alright, here's 13th Avenue right here. In case you guys are wondering, it is still quite humid, and it's going to stay humid. This was not... So the reason these storms came through is because of, like I said earlier, there's so much instability in the air. It's way higher than normal humidity and dew points. So the sun heating at the end of the day has brought in these thunderstorms. But the heat wave is going to continue. It's supposed to be back in the 90s tomorrow, so this is definitely not a heat wave buster. If anything, If anything, it makes everything just way more humid now. So we're gonna stop it right here, right across from the Knights of Columbus, with that annoying van alarm going off. I want to thank everybody. Oh, look at that. Garbage truck's being towed. All right, guys. Thanks for tagging along. Hope you guys enjoyed that storm, and I will catch you all on the next one. So take care, and bye-bye.